Good evening again, everyone. We are glad to have you on our Tuesday night training call. My name is Deidre Driscoll, and I'm going to be your trainer tonight. We're going to be talking about a topic that is called transparent entrepreneurship. Now, I want you to write that down in your notes because as we go through the information on tonight's training, it's going to be important that you be transparent, first of all, with yourself, and then part of your team that can help you achieve your goals. So, again, tonight's training, we won't be long, but we're going to give you some great tips. I've got 5 points to share with you. As I mentioned, my name is Deidre Driscoll. I am a silver consultant with Evolution Enterprises. I've been with the company since it began back in January of 2016. I am also an IATAN accredited agent. I do travel training for the company as well. I am a certified leadership trainer and coach with the John Maxwell team as well. So I am honored to be able to share some tips with you from my training materials to help you be able to be your best entrepreneur. Now, with that being said, I'm going to share with you tonight again on the topic of transparent entrepreneurship. It's going to be important that you do some things. So we're going to look at 5 points tonight. The first one being know the state of your union and your goals. Number two, be honest with yourself about how you're feeling now. Number three, ask for help when needed. Number four, make a decision to be positive about your business. And number five, always refer to your business in light of what you want, regardless of how it looks. So, as we're going through these 5 points tonight, I want you again to have your note paper, pad, tablet, whatever it is that you're using, and jot down some things that are specific to you. Because as we talk about each of these points, there are going to be some things that come to mind that stand out for you. And when that happens, I want you to make sure you jot those down because this training is set up in a way to help you go introspective. First, be transparent with yourself. And then, secondly, know how to be transparent with the people that are in your unit that can help you and to identify who those people are. So, let's get started. Know the state of your union and your goals. Now, right now, everyone is really high on political things right now. And so I kind of took a little political theme there of know the state of your union and your goals. So I want you to look at your business and think one, where does my business stand now? And where am I with respect to my goals? This year has been the type of year that everyone's everything has been turned literally upside down. Everything that you challenged, or everything has been challenged that you used to say, I book no problem, or I have customers who and clients who travel on a regular basis. And then suddenly, because of things that happen in the world, travel was shut down. Who would have ever thought that would happen? So it's important that you have this state of the union moment with yourself about your business or your businesses. So I want you to note things such as when you're looking at where does my business stand now? What is my overhead? What are my expenses? Am I in the black or in the red? How much commission is coming and when should I expect it? Now, if you don't know straight off how to answer any of those questions, then it means that you just need to get someone who can help you identify these things. Some of us have already begun booking travel again, and that's a good thing. But after we took that initial hit, some of the travel commissions that you may have thought you were going to get, you might not have gotten. We just had one of our long-standing top vendors kind of give us a curveball when it came to commission recently, and there were changes in amounts of commission. So it's important that you go in and reevaluate, what's going on in my business. Don't just throw in the towel and drop the reins because things are going the way that they are. Even if it was just a car rental with a $6 commission, $6 is a win. We take it, we celebrate it because we're booking travel, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that later. But no matter what it is, great or small, You need to know how much it is. You should have an idea of when to expect it. Secondly, where am I with respect to my goals? I know going into 2020, all of us had goals, I'm assuming, and great goals of things we wanted to do. And then the pandemic hit, and by the first quarter, our goals didn't seem as realistic, perhaps, anymore, and maybe needed to be adjusted. So, did you go back to those goals and readjust them? Are you were going to do 5,000 and become an IATAN holder? Where am I with respect to that? Still possible. It's not impossible. But again, as you're looking at these kinds of things, it's important for you to start transparency with knowing where you are, knowing what you need. If you are, and I did a training about how to become an IATAN card holder because I got a lot of questions about that. How did you do it? How do you do it? And the most common thing when I talked to people about that was that they did not know where they were. And I talked about creating that log and knowing how much commission you've earned, knowing how much commission you've got coming, knowing how much commission you still needed. Most people have no idea what that number is. On day one of your desire to become an IATAN holder, it might be zero commission earned, 5,000 commission goal, or you may be anywhere in between. But it's important that you know the state of the union, what's going on with your business, good or bad, so that you then know how to plan and how to set goals. I happen to have a couple trips still that are a go right now. I've got some people traveling in November and December, grateful of that. And so I will have some additional commission coming in 2020, but I'm setting my sights on what I'm setting up for 2021 and even 2022. So when you're looking at goals and where your business stands and where you are with respect to commission, you need to know the numbers. Don't just book a trip and not have any idea of what the commission is. Do the research, find out which vendors pay what amount of commission on your bookings. Learn the portals for the vendors that you use so you'll know where to look and get those answers so you can be realistic and know the state of the union for your business at any given time. Number two, be honest with yourself about how you are feeling now. Where are you right now? Now, this one I want to take a moment because, again, people reacted totally different. People who were normally strong and always set fell into depression. You had some people who gave up on their businesses or they're on the verge of giving up on their business. Some people were still upbeat with a smile on their face. Others perhaps may have, you know, they don't know or they're not saying anything. And if you're suffering in silence, I want to tell you don't suffer in silence. So I want you to do me a favor quickly, locate the chat box and let's have a transparent moment. Do any of these pictures fit how you're feeling? Are you frustrated? Are you encouraged and enthusiastic about what's coming? Do you need some help? Facebook created the little hug emoji that you can click on now because they knew people needed a hug right now. So it's okay, whatever your answer may be. I want to start with that. If you're discouraged, if you're depressed, if you, any of those things, it is okay to feel that way about your business because it gives you a starting point to know where to move from. If you're depressed, okay, we can know what to do for depression. If you're frustrated, we can tell you and help you with what to do for frustration. But if you're silent and no one knows what's going on with you, no one can help you. Now, I'm generally a happy, smiley kind of person. When I'm not smiling, it bothers other people because they're not used to seeing me not be upbeat. So I personally have to work harder at letting people know when I need help because I'm generally the one that's helping and encouraging everyone else. So, another point in this transparency about being an entrepreneur is that some days it's tough. And even though we project a smiley face to the world at all times, as we should, when we're with one another and we're one another's support system, we need to also be able to be vulnerable and tell people, right now, it's not where I want it to be, and be comfortable enough that if I share that with my business partner, they're not going to turn around and say, well, you should quit. They're going to be the type of person who's going to say, you know what, I understand, I've been there, or I am there, but what can we do together? Maybe we can help one another together. One of the benefits of our weekly team calls and our family calls on Sunday nights is to help you see that you're not alone in what you're going through. One of the common things that we always say is that you are in business for yourself, but not by yourself. However, whether or not you are by yourself in your business is completely up to you. If you don't reach out and engage with other people, then you can be by yourself in a business that was set up in a way that you shouldn't be. Again, this one, I want to take that moment as you're writing things down. I want you to be honest with yourself. How are you feeling right now? How's it going? Do you need a hug emoji? Do you need to talk to somebody? And again, who that somebody is. It doesn't have to be your immediate sponsor or upline, it could be someone else in the business. But if you're just off to yourself like an island and you're not taking advantage of the opportunities to fellowship virtually, or you've never attended any events where you got to meet other people in the business, you could be feeling alone right now. And if you're feeling alone right now in the midst of all these agents and people that are here, then you should speak up and speak out and reach out and let someone help you. Also, if you sense that someone in your team is perhaps going through that, perhaps you should reach out to them. Just give them that checkup call. Hey, how's it going? You okay? Haven't seen you posting recently. What's going on? Copy the one that I just put up and just change the wording and put your name on it. Don't share it. Copy it and put it up for yourself. If you kind of burn out and you don't know what to post, let's keep it going. Let's keep the fire going. But be honest with yourself about how you're feeling so that you can get the help that you need in order to continue and to thrive. So, number three, that was what we were just talking about. Ask for help when you need it. This is so big. Often people feel like I should know this, so I don't want to ask. I don't want them to know I don't know. I don't want to seem ignorant or for them to think that I'm stupid. I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask my sponsor. My sponsor won't help me, or my sponsor can't help me, or my sponsor quit. I don't know. But I'm telling you, ask for help when you need it, whether it be a travel question by putting a question in a travel group, or when you go into your back office, there is a way that you can look at your upline and see the people. If your sponsor quit, that's okay. My sponsor quit initially when I first joined, and I didn't even know anybody. The person that initially introduced me to Evolution Enterprises, I was a part of the initial January launch. Everyone, boom, welcome. I didn't know what evolution was or anything, but I trusted them. I joined, and before my first 30 days were up, before the first billing happened, my sponsor quit. Long story short, here I am. I reached out and found somebody else to take me in, as it were, and we've been running ever since. But again, don't allow those type of excuses to prevent you from asking for the help you need. If you need help, it doesn't matter why you don't know what you don't know, because sometimes you just don't even know what you don't know, but you know you need help. So if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. It's important that you let someone help you. All of us have different teaching styles. I'm a teacher, I'm a former academic dean, so I have a certain style that's very different than some of the other trainers and presenters. So for some people, they like my training style versus someone else's. That doesn't make mine better than someone else's, it's just different. So perhaps you've been sitting under trainings from someone whose training style doesn't match with your learning style. And if that's the case, then you need to find someone else who can train, because we have different people where we all have trainings on the exact same topic, but the trainings are all very different because we're different trainers. So, again, if you need help, don't be afraid to ask for it. Figure out who can help you. Don't be shy, don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed to ask for help. Get someone who can help you. This is a part of this transparency. If you're on this call and you've made it to point three and you've already jotted down some things that, oh, wow, that's me, or I need to do that, then that means you just need to reach out to the right people to help you get those answers. So if so that some of the people on the line who might be shy don't feel alone. If you need help with something and you've written it down and you know that you need to reach out, I want you to jump in the chat box and let them know because somebody might be a little nervous. They may be embarrassed. They don't want to admit it just yet. So we want to help them. So I want you to reach out and just put it in the chat box that I need help or just put help, and that's okay. Now, this is a common phrase that I say all the time. I tell people, ask a hungry dog for his bone if you need it. Now, what do I mean by that? If you see someone who's doing well, don't be afraid to ask them for the sauce, as people use. That's a phrase everyone's using now. It's the sauce. Or if they've got something and you need it, ask them. Now, one great thing about the Evolution Enterprises family is if you ask and we have it, we'll help you. Now, a lot of people have been burned in the past. They've been in other situations where they asked and people weren't willing to help. So they say, I don't want to help or I don't want to ask anyone for help. I'm telling you, if you see those of us that are doing well at something that you're struggling in, ask us. Or ask this question, ask them, do you know someone who can help me? Because if they're not the person that can help you, they can probably point you in the direction of someone who can. And it really doesn't matter what it is that you need help with. It could be something as simple as I've been in the business for a while now, but I still don't know how to find stuff in my back office. It might mean that you need to jump on the new agent training again, even though you're not quote unquote a new agent. A lot of stuff changes and we get new stuff all the time. So maybe you just need a refresher course. I can't find things in the travel cafe. If that's you, then you need to jump on one of those travel calls and get an answer or reach out to someone. If you see the 3-star platinums, the 2-star platinums, the 1-star platinums, the platinums, the golds, the silvers, the IATAN card holders out here winning, don't sit back going hungry if you could be asking us for our bone. We'll share it with you. I'm trying to tell you, don't suffer in silence. Ask a hungry dog for his bone if it's needed. If you need something, go to that person who's already going after it and winning and ask them to help you. Most people are afraid because they think, oh, they're going to snap at me. They're not going to share with me because they're trying to make it on their own. Team up with someone, partner with someone who can help you be successful in your business. Point number 4, make a decision to be positive about your business. Now, some of you may say, you know what, that goes without saying. Well, no, it doesn't. We have to say it because it's a decision to be positive. Negativity will come upon you and easily flow out of your mouth. Now, I'm a person of faith, and I happen to know that you are a success or a failure based on what you're saying. So you have to make a decision to be positive about your business, to speak positive about your business, to not let negative things flow out because it's real easy. People love, there's that saying about misery loves company. It's easy to be around people and they're talking about how bad things are. And without you even thinking about it, you just join in. Yeah, that's right. No, it's not. Things are going well in my business. We're booking travel. Now, earlier in the call, I mentioned what if your commission was just $6 from a car rental? That is a booking that you earned commission on. So, guess what? You should be saying, oh, we're booking travel over here at ABC Travel. My business is booming. I've got clients calling me when they need something. Everything I've just said is true based on that simple rental car booking that was $6. Now, did I make it sound bigger than life? Absolutely, because I want someone to call me with something else. Maybe they're going to call me for a hotel room. Maybe they're going to refer someone to me. But I want to always keep everyone around me thinking that I'm the one to go to for travel. And you should do the same thing. But it's a decision that you make, that whether you haven't booked in 6 months or you're booking 6 times in the last week, you still want to have the exact same positivity about your business. When people say, "Ooh, travel shut down, that must have been awful for your business." Well, we made some adjustments, but things are going well. You want to always have that decision that you're going to speak positively about your business. Because as long as you're open, you can do a booking tomorrow that could make up for everything that you missed for the rest of the year. One booking could be the difference in your year. And so you have to have the posture in your travel business that you're still the travel expert, even when people weren't traveling. When you're selling yourself, as it were, doing that marketing on social media, you want to still keep things out there to remind people about how wonderful travel is, and that when they're ready to travel to contact you, you want to talk it up, even if it means you've got to go dig out those pictures from the vacation you took back in 2002 and put them up on your Facebook page or on your Instagram page, throwback or whatever you want to call it. Just put it out there. I did a post with some photos from when I was in Barbados. I was like, oh, I really would love to be back in Barbados. It doesn't matter how old that picture was. That promotion makes people start thinking about it. If you grab the right photo, and our vendors have amazing photos available on their vendor sites that are available for us to use when we're posting. And you can put something out there and say, hey, maybe you want to go visit XYZ resort. Isn't it beautiful? Now booking. Whether you have an open, active booking, you're always now booking, because that's your job, is to always be ready and on call for travel. So again, make that decision to be positive about your business and convey that to your audience so that they know you didn't go out of business because of the pandemic, so that they know that things are still popping. Even once the pandemic is over, you still have to use these principles, because for some of us, we weren't doing it before the pandemic. So when the pandemic hit, it definitely looked like our business had shut down. But it's never too late to switch that and up your branding and begin to let people know that you are still there to meet all of their travel needs. Now, for those of you who may be CBD store owners, these exact same principles apply there. You can still post. And again, I did that other side where I asked how you're feeling. That's a great thing to use as far as your CBD products. I did a post. Are you experiencing anxiety? Have you considered our CBD tincture? Visit my website so you can get some and feel better. You having insomnia? I got you. Again, it's all about how you view your business, and that will define how others view your business. So, number five, always refer to your business in light of what you want. In light of what you want, regardless of how it looks. If you see yourself as the number one travel booker, put your name on the marquee like you are the number one travel booker. Well, I haven't booked anything yet. That's okay. You should still have top notch marketing of yourself, because you want people to see you as the premier whatever. If you are into family vacations, then you should be posting things that make it look like they're going to miss out if they don't let you book their family vacation. Everything that you can pull from all of our vendors, you should be using it and highlighting yourself in it so that they see you as that premier person. I had a family that they're going to be traveling to Disney, and one of the other agents was asking me to assist them on doing the booking. And so I showed them some of the Disney tools, and we created a personal e-brochure for that family and put their name on it and put it from the travel agent. And so that alone helped close the deal. because that family felt like, wow, this is personalized to me, sent to me from Disney. They have no idea that it's just one of the free tools we get, and it's quick and easy, and it took less than 5 minutes to create. But once they opened it up, it made them feel special and like they had a Disney specialist booking their trip, not just a regular person, but someone that Disney approves of. And all of that is true because I'm a Disney specialist. So, again, when we throw these things out here to you, I want you to shift your mindset in that and see yourself in that light. So, listen, as the CEO, the president, the leader of your business, you are responsible for every loss and every failure. So do what is necessary to stack the deck in your favor so that you can be a winner and come out on top every chance you get. Now, I took this graphic and I know that it's from poker, but I'm going to be transparent. I've never played poker, so I just happen to know that this is like a winning hand. So I thought the graphic worked, but I want to throw it out there. So if you're a Uno person, see this as having draw fours and all the great cards that you want in your hand. And if you don't play cards at all, just understand that it is okay for you to stack the deck in your favor. How do you stack the deck in your favor? It means you're going to reach out to the appropriate people to help you build your team, whether it be the people that join in the business with you if you're on the team building side, or your partners who help support you and encourage you and give you answers when you need them. I have several people who I'm kind of on speed dial for them on certain things. If they need help with something, they're not on my team, they're not in my immediate organization. But if they need help, they know, okay, I can call Deidre or I can shoot her a message and she'll get back with me or she'll help me understand something. So stack your deck. Find out who the people are that can help you if you're in a bind. If you need a three-way call, do you have three or four different people already in mind that you could possibly call to do a three-way call for you? That's part of stacking your deck. Do you have someone who is better at something than you that you have as a reference point? If you're booking cruises, do you have a cruise specialist that you can ask a cruise question of? Or if you're doing destination weddings or honeymoons, do you have someone in mind that you can call about that if you need to? If not, then part of your homework is to go in and create those lists. Reach out to those people and talk to them. Say, hey, I'm a new agent and I'm interested in booking weddings, and I know that you book weddings. And so I was hoping that if I had questions, I could ask you. Or do you have any recommendations of things that I can do to help build my business the way you have in that arena? Ask the right questions. Don't be afraid to stack the deck in your favor. Because unlike a regular poker game where you just get the hand you're dealt, when you're a part of Evolution Enterprises, you can build the hand you want by taking advantage of the resources that are around. We often refer people to Tony Ward's YouTube page because she has a video on just about anything you might ever think of and want to know. There's some people who go to my YouTube page and they look at my lunch and learn videos because that's the style they want. We've got GJ Nicholson, who has a Vimeo channel where she's got all sorts of travel training on just about anything you might ever want to look to. We've got Nikki Lee, who does live trainings. We've got Jose and the team at Archer Travel that do lives throughout the week. And all of those tools can help you stack the deck in your favor and come out on top. So I hope that you've been able to look through these quick 5 points and see something in there that can help you be successful, help you reach your goals, help you do that by being transparent. First, be transparent with yourself. Figure out where your gaps and holes are, what you need. What's the state of the union of both your goals? What's the state of the union of your business? Am I in a situation where I need to make quick money because I don't have the $69.95? So if that's you, then you need to be talking with someone about which options are upfront commission so you'll have the money necessary to pay the bill for you. Again, these are all transparent points. Don't sit up and act like you got $69.95 if you don't. If you don't, then you need to talk to someone who can show you ways to finance your business. Maybe you need to be using some of those discounts, taking the money that you save and using that to pay for your monthly fee so that your business stays open and never closes. Again, there are all kinds of nuggets and tips and tools that are out here and proven by people who've gone before you. But if you don't know and you don't say anything, you don't ask for help, and you don't be honest about what you're going through, and you're not being positive, you're not shining the light on your business in the right way, you could fail even though everything you need is right at your disposal. So I want you to keep this stack the deck idea in your mind. If you don't have the hand that you need to win, then you need to reach out to the right people and borrow their cards, put them in your hand, and win with them. So, with that being said, I want to thank each of you for joining me and allowing me the opportunity to share some information on you about being transparent. When you call people up, tell them the truth. Tell them, hey, I need help. That's why I'm calling. Don't front. Be transparent, not only with yourself, but be transparent with those that are in your squad and those that are on teams, that are in the family that can help you. I look forward to seeing each of you at the beaches and the banks of the world, because that is exactly where we're getting back to now that things are opening up. Do yourself a favor, book a trip for yourself in the upcoming months as things open and you're comfortable traveling again. If you don't have that right now, you haven't booked a trip, go back through some old trips and pull out one of those old photos. If you say, well, I haven't traveled and I don't have any, then grab one of the pictures from someone else, use some of the resort pictures, put those up there and Photoshop yourself in there, put your little smiley face emoji in there, and tell your clients, see you here. Imagine this being your face. Don't not post just because you don't have a photo. Borrow from someone else's. Share someone else's post. Say, hey, this could be you. This could be us. Figure out a way to put it out there so that you show people that you are still the person to go to for travel. You are still open for business. You are positive about it. If you've got goals to reach whatever, whether it be platinum, whether it be one, two, three, 8 star, don't give up on those goals just because 2020 threw us a curveball. They are still on the table. You still can win. And if you don't have the hand that you needed, then stack the deck in your favor, build it, and allow someone else to help you win as you go forward. I've thrown up my social media sites and I realized after I got started that I did not put my YouTube channel on here, but my YouTube channel is where I hold um, lunch and learn trainings are there. And we are actually going to begin rolling out some new lunch and learn trainings very soon. So I hope that this has been helpful to you, that you found something in it that can encourage you about your business and help you position yourself to not only end 2020 strong, but to make 2021 your best year ever, because you are approaching it the right way and you're building your team the way you need it and you're stacking the deck in your favor. Thank you again. My name is Deidre Driscoll, and I am a silver consultant with Evolution Enterprises. And I appreciate you for giving us the opportunity to share some great information with you on this evening. And it brings tonight's call to an end. You've got some extra time on your calendar so you can go and apply these things. We look forward to seeing you at the beaches and the banks. Tony will be back with us next Tuesday with some awesome training, and we look forward to that. And we'll also make sure that we make this training available to you on the Raw Choices pages. I'm also going to upload it to my YouTube page later as well. So have a great evening, everyone. Have an amazing week and an even better fourth quarter than you've had so far. It's not too late to book for the holiday. Get those bookings, ask for them, and we'll see you next week.